What is up, guys, and welcome to my first ever commentary video. I've been meaning to get into the whole YouTube thing as of late, and I guess I've had a few people request for me to become a YouTuber. I'm pretty decent at the game, so I said why not. I'm not sure if I said my name, but I'm DarXide. Or AKA the blocky guy, or Chinese player, as people like to call me in the game, because of the you can't see my name because I have special characters. But yes, I bring you a very unconventional build game, and I've actually been waiting for this specific map and specific killer like to collide. It was like the best possible combination of a game for my build that I was running, and I ran this build solely for this map and killer. But as you can see, I have small game, stakeout, we're gonna live forever, aka we're gonna farm forever, and lithe. And let me explain a bit why I have the build that I do. Small game, this map, you already know. Every survivor knows that the map, or the totem placements, are very, very good on this map. They're extremely hard to find, and they spawn in more than one location. I still haven't figured out the totem placements for this map, and they don't always spawn in the same locations. Just a little tip for the other maps: totems generally spawn on the outside, or what I like to call the outskirts of the map. They all spawn like in a circle, kind of, in like quadrants. If there's one totem in one area, there won't be another totem in a very close proximity to it. Sometimes it does that, but it's not always the case. But as you can see here too, Miss Piggy is tunneling the hell out of Claudette. There's a reason for that. She's the Dying Light obsession, and if you don't know what Dying Light is, it's a very strong perk if the killer manages to proc it very early in the game. But lucky for us, the Claudette outlasts her pretty much to the last gen pops, and so yeah, she's running Dying Light. Also, I didn't explain stakeout. The reason I'm running stakeout, it kind of goes hand to hand with we're gonna live forever. I consider this my farming build. If you don't know how stakeout works, you get a token every 15 seconds you're within the killer's terror radius, and what those tokens do, it counts good skill checks as great skill checks. And yeah, I mean, I normally can hit great skill checks, but I like to relax as a survivor sometimes. I don't always want to be like hardcore focusing on trying to hit great skill checks every time, because you'll get punished for that. I don't think there's not one person can hit every great skill check like all the time. You have to have like inhuman reflexes, I guess, to be able to land those great skill checks every time without a problem. But yeah, like let me give you this example. 4 tokens of stakeout, it gives you 150 points per token in any category that you're able to use it on, be it cooperative, survival, or objective. I forget what the other objective category is. There's 4 of them, but you can use a token and anyone that that gives you a skill check, basically. Minus, I believe, madness. Obviously, that there's no great or good skill check in that to be used. And what would you rather get? Would you rather get, say for example, you have 4 full tokens. Would you rather get 200 points, which is 50 times 4, or would you rather get 600 points for the 4 tokens that you have. That's a pretty big difference. That's a 3 times difference. And tokens are very easy to get. You just have to be in the killer's territories. It doesn't work too well against Miss Piggy here because of her crouching ability, Insidious or whatever. And I noticed here that nobody's going for Claudette, so I saved her, and I'm glad I'm dead because at this point I didn't know she was a Dying Light obsession. But she still gets tunneled, even though her trap is procced. Shame she got tunneled, but whatever. It's the Dying Light obsession. And I'm not really gonna explain we're gonna farm forever because I'm sure everybody knows how that perk works. And I always at least have 1 exhaustion perk. It's not a must if you're a very good survivor. You'd have to play a lot of stealth if you didn't have an exhaustion perk on your hand, but they're always nice to have. I prefer Lithe over Sprint Burst, Dead Hard, and what's the other one? Balanced Landing. I prefer it over that because Lithe is very, very good at getting away from the killer, breaking line of sight basically, and you're able to control it. And here we find out she has no ed. Surprise! Not really, because I knew that she was gonna have no ed. And that's the reason I was totem hunting, but lucky for me, I only had broken 2 totems at that point when Noed went off, but it spawned up here. I had actually been looking for this totem earlier, but I couldn't find it. And lucky for me, I had small game, and it also spawned pretty close to where I was already. Had it spawned elsewhere, this game would have probably went south. But these survivors should be grateful. Yeah, because like I said, the totem placements on this map are brutal. They're very hard to find. In small game, I didn't also explain. It seems to work on 1 plane. So what I mean by that is that the totem can be above you or below you on this map, and it'll give off the indication. I don't know if, by the way, if you didn't notice, Kuro the cat there Kobe'd off the hook, which bought me a little more time to try to pick up or save Meg over here in the corner. Ain't no problem here. But Quentin brings her back to us, and for whatever reason, the Miss Piggy went after me instead of Quentin, who was already injured. And it's also because I had thought that Quentin pointed us out, but she had nurses calling, so it didn't even matter. She knew we were there. I was actually a little salty that he did that, but I forgave him after I found out she had nurses calling. But it's all good. It ended up biting him back in the butt, I guess. Karma at its finest. He ends up being the one that dies because we were already at the exit gate, and Miss Piggy decided not to what is it? What's the word? She didn't care about securing the last kill. She wanted to kill us. But here I got lucky that Meg came back after me. I thought I was gonna die on the hook. At this point, Meg's only mission, open that door while I'll get the trap off. I got super lucky here. I found it in the first jigsaw box I searched, which sucks for the pig, but what can you do? It's all based on RNG, believe it or not. I've heard some people saying that it's not based on RNG, that the box is always predetermined, but that's a lie. It's not always the same box. I think it's only the same box if, like, say for example, 2 people have a trap on their head, and they both attempt to take it off. They both attempt to take it off on at the same jigsaw box. They'll be able to both take it off there because I guess the jigsaw boxes have like a, what I want to call, like the boxes reshuffle, which one has the right key, as they want to call it, to where you can take the trap off. In here, I'm just farming my last 600 points because the pig really did not chase me the entire game. I think she chased Quentin and Claudette the most. And I was trying to go for my last We're Gonna Live Forever token, but that did not go well because that insidious screech right there scared the hell out of me. I didn't know where she was at, so I just decided to leave. There was no way that Kuro the cat was going to survive. And as you can see here, I got a pretty decent amount of blood points considering I only did one gen that entire game. That's a lot of points. I did more points than the actual survivors who are doing work. That goes to show how, I want to say, broken Survivor is and how easy it is to get blood points in a way. I mean, Killer gets more blood points if they do very well, but it goes to show, I mean, I got 17k for not even doing more than one generator. And here I was throwing a little salt at Quentin because I thought he had pretty much ratted us out. Hey, they're healing over here. But as you can see, she had Nurse's Call, and she was going to see us. And it was all in good fun. Everybody said GG's. The killer was sorry about running this build on us, but whatever, I had it countered. I was expecting this game. Or I was not expecting this game. I wanted this game. It was all in good fun. I hope you guys liked my very first video ever. Like, comment, and subscribe because I'm going to be making more. See ya.